will start the match attacking the Kop end. And huge applause for David Seaman as he takes his place behind that famous stand. So Liverpool, in their usual understated manner, confident they can mount a genuine challenge for the championship this season. Arsenal, though, thrown into disarray by the second. I think they'll launch it long instead. Bab and right, far edge of the area. It's right climbing high. Into another corner. Unusually for him, was caught in an indecisive mood. Right goes in with a header, and Seaman with a good catch right under the bar. Big man, of course, imposing figure, and not fazed by his initial error.
It's an excellent ball in from Thomas.
McManaman. Crowd willing him to go forward, always a buzz of excitement when he gets possession. Here's McAteer. Pulled it back, and a little clever flick by McManaman, almost wrong-footed Seaman.
Typical McManaman run, great pace. McAteer, low cross, little flick, comfortable save for Seaman, but a terrific break.
Difficulty by Wright, and McManaman again finds himself in space. That's something Arsenal must be aware of, surely. Plays it in, and the shot on the turn coming in from Collymore on the left. It wasn't far wide.
Well, undoubtedly McManaman's the danger, isn't he, tonight? Great sweeping move, first time shot. But the pace of that attack, Alan. Within 5 seconds they've gone. Got the...
As Bab has done here. And Fowler in the middle, Seaman never really blinked an eyelid. Oh, Bergkamp by McManaman. Two men, of course, who faced each other in the European Championships. McManaman started all 5 games for England.
Take a little bit of skill there from Bergkamp. Perhaps McManaman a little bit fortunate. Get away with the booking.
Well, that's pretty impressive. Linegan hits it long, and it might turn out to be a decent ball for Hartson. He's got in behind right, and the referee points to a goal kick, to the huge relief of Mark Wright and the assembled Liverpool fans. The Arsenal supporters screamed optimistically penalty when he went down.
Well, he certainly did well here, John Hartson. He wasn't favourite, but he made that ball used his strength, got in front of Wright. Was it a foul? No, I don't think it was intentional, but he certainly did well to get in front of Mark Wright.
Now McManaman again. Collymore. He's got a man to his left. I don't think he's aware of him at the moment.
No, he chose the wrong option, didn't he? They had a great situation there, Liverpool, 2-on-1. If only Collymore had spotted Fowler just to his left. He chose to go right and really runs out of space. He's going further and further away, the angle's getting worse, and he can't produce a ball.
And the Dutch international loses his man beautifully. Great individual skill by Bergkamp.
Well, that was fantastic skill, wasn't it, from Bergkamp? Lovely little flick over right. Gets closed down over the McAteer. It's Mathieu that deflects it. I don't think it would have gone in. A wonderful bit of individual.
Thomas. Ooh, the deflection was a problem, possibly for Seaman. It's only a corner, though.
Yeah, it could have been a problem. I think it was deflected off Linegan. But I think Seaman's got it well covered. It is Linegan, he comes to close it down. No, in fact, it's not. I think it's John Hartson. That's right.
McManaman. He'll fancy taking people on. Bjornaby gets the cross in, and Bab is up there. Unlucky. Never actually scored yet for Liverpool in his 2 previous seasons here.
Once again, Liverpool work the corner very well. 2-on-1 situation. It's Bab who gets the final touch. With an excellent ball in from Bjornaby to the back post. Bab out jumps Hartson. He can't quite direct his header on target.
Morrow under a bit of pressure there, and the free kick's gone against it. Quickly taken to Collymore. Well, you could sense the anticipation from the crowd, but the shot well off target.
Well, that was bright, inventive play there from Barnes. Quickly got his hand on the ball, released it to Collymore, gives him a shooting opportunity. As you can see, he's quite wayward.
Ooh, that looked dangerous. Or supremely confident, depending on your outlook. Here's McManaman. Crowd wanting to keep going. He finds McAteer. Collymore was on the near post. It was a very tight angle, and he did well to make any kind of contact.
What a great surging run that was from McManaman initially, and then McAteer. McAteer must have ran all of 80 yards there to link up with McManaman. And this time it is Bjorn a bit.
McManaman. Brilliant stuff from McManaman. And it was Merson who came back to cut down the space and concede the corner. Exploit it, perhaps they can now. Collymore. You always feel something's going to happen when he's in possession. But that was tame. Onto the loose ball. Now Winterburn. Hartson, right again, shared tight to him. Oh, he's done well, Hartson. Oh, complete miss kick there by Babb as he took his eye off the ball. He's got away with it for the moment. But now Hartson comes in and the free kick's gone. It's a free kick to Liverpool. Hartson has a word or two, not very polite I suspect, with the Liverpool player rather than the referee.
Well, he does his best to find Bergkamp. That completely missed kicks. This is a great ball this from Bergkamp. Flies it to the back post.
Clever bit of defending by Matteo, although it didn't matter in the end, but he wasn't to know that.
I think it was McAteer, wasn't it?
Time to time, and McManaman has been a riot down the right and down the middle for Liverpool. But at half-time, it's Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. And that's an omission that I'm sure both these great clubs and the game in general would like to see put right one day. Whether it's going to be this season is another matter. Arsenal now defending the goal to our left, all in blue. McManaman. Fowler plays it back first time. And Fowler. It was perhaps one pass too many in the end. And a 4-1 at that.
Well, it was excellent play initially from McManaman, but he gets himself into a great position here. And I felt he should have attacked Keown. Elects to come back. Little ball into Fowler. Tries another 1-2. Overhit.
Fowler, who has scored 7 goals in 7. That was a good effort, and it's broken kindly for McAteer. He looks for Collymore in the centre. Seaman just kept his eyes on the ball and knew it was wafting harmlessly over.
Well, it was clever play once again from McAteer. He knew that his deflection came to him, and he had nobody in the box. He had to wait. Just looks up. There's a little ball in there. Collymore tries the acrobatic, but never a problem for Seaman.
Only one accurate strike. Barnes. A rash challenge there by Morrow. McManaman kept his balance beautifully.
Yes, he did well for Morrow actually to stay on his feet. I think if he'd gone down, it may have resulted in a booking.
And Morrow is keeping very close to McManaman, but Fowler has found some room. Couldn't quite find the target.
No, the run was better than the shot. Great run in behind. The Arsenal back three. Times it perfectly. There he goes. No question of being offside. But a difficult angle.
Actually, you have to keep reminding yourself he's only 21, Robbie Fowler. You think, as most of these lads have, it certainly helps, and it has tonight. Now, Liverpool try to break that unit with McManaman. He was brought down. The referee has wisely played advantage. McAteer. Back to Collymore. Fowler goes to the near post. Bjornaby beyond him. The cross is straight at David Seaman. Usually though. But here's Collymore to McManaman. It's the kind of game that may only need one goal to win the points. Bjornaby for Liverpool. Barnes. And again, it's an Arsenal defender just a step ahead of the Liverpool forward, Keown and McManaman.
Well, that's really cool.
And now Winterburn. Hartson holding off his man, he does that well, but that is excellent defending. Matteo, who had his problems early on in the match, has really sort of come into his own really during this second half. Here's McManaman. Collymore, leaving it to Barnes. Now on to Bjornaby. Collymore's gone to the far post, a brilliant header away by Keown. Barnes. McManaman. Great effort! The deflection enough to break the deadlock. Steve Bold can't believe his bad luck. Anfield celebrates its first goal of the season.
Well, they clear the initial cross, it comes back to John Barnes. I think he actually picks out Manaman here. He's in space, cruel deflection. I think David Seaman had it covered. There it is, an excellent ball from McManaman, good control, hits it. Sends Seaman completely the wrong way, he's deceived.
Well, we talked about individual skill, opening things up, we talked about errors. What we didn't mention was simple bad luck, and that's what's cost Arsenal dearly. As David James very nonchalantly uses that big hand of his to control the ball, and in one instant release McManaman again. Liverpool in the lead. The Cop in good voice, but Arsenal with enough character to come back yet. But McManaman tries to do it again. Not this time.
No, he couldn't quite execute it, could he? He wanted to put it in the far post. Keown invited him to run in. He knows that Keown's quick, he didn't want to try and run in. Tries to curl into the far post.
At this level, that first goal is so vital. And Arsenal's excellent defending so far came to nothing really in that moment of ill fortune when the ball hit Bold. But credit to Barnes and McManaman for creating the danger and the confusion. It arrives from Barnes on his right, and he's confident enough now not to need help. Optimistic effort by Ray Parlour. McManaman, what an exciting player he is. Oh, this is brilliant, brilliant, magnificent stuff. If he could have finished that one off, even David Beckham might not have been thinking he was going to be goal of the season.
Well, for me, this is the moment of the match. We saw Bergkamp in the first half with some brilliant individual play, but this is absolutely terrific. Yeah, well, he was lucky there not to get brought down for a penalty. Morrow puts a foot out, he's actually outside the box. But the only criticism I've got of this fella is his finishing, Alan. He gets into some great positions, and the end product is just always missing.
Well, they've had a tradition of great wingers down the years. The ball under his foot.
Now, the ball from Bjornaby wasn't weighted well enough. It needed to be played in front of Fowler.
It's a better game now, though, inevitably. The first goal has just let the air out of the bag. McManaman. Oh, beautiful. Barnes. Great save. McManaman. It's 2-0. Vintage stuff from Liverpool. And it was Barnes and McManaman who weave the magic again.
Well, he deserves this goal, doesn't he? Single-handedly, he's turned this game around. great little skill. Good save this from Seaman. Well,
really tremendous play from Liverpool. And poor David Seaman, beaten for the first goal by a deflection. He produces a great save and he's still beaten a second time. Well, it's Robbie Fowler. Arsenal must get something back soon, and maybe they got the chance to here. To the delight of the crowd, Parlour just took too long, but Dixon's cross is a testing one, though it is. And there's a little bit going on off the ball at the moment. The referee has seen that one. Morrow involved this time with McManaman.
well, at the moment, that's the only way they can stop McManaman. He really is on fire. To replace him with Wright. But every time they're hitting the ball, oh, just leave it there, he's onside.
Fowler. Audacious. Two colleagues came in. He only had one thought. Goal.
Well, I bet he can't believe the amount of space he's found here. Seaman gets his angles perfectly right.
And here's Bjornaby looking to get another one on target. Whoops! Well, if his target was that chap from Islington, sitting 5 rows from the back, he was spot on target.
His captain wasn't too pleased with him there, John Barnes. Look at the effort that Barnes makes to get into the box. 2-on-2. Fowler also spare at the back post. Well, here's the goal. It's a great shot from Barnes, excellent save from Seaman, but he's unfortunate here because McManaman, does that get a deflection too?
Seeing it from that angle, it looks as though it's Bold again, who might have unwittingly. Liverpool intent on keeping possession now and ticking down the clock. But Lee Jones is intent on the first ever goal for Liverpool. He was a lick of paint away from celebrating it.
Great ball through and an excellent run. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it, in that far corner. Try to curl it inside. But I think Seaman's got it very, very well covered. Doesn't give him much room to hit the goal. But it's close.
23, he's been here over 4 years, but only one appearance.
He was absolutely superb, and he changed the course of this game.
And changed it successfully from Liverpool's point of view, because that's the final whistle. And Liverpool have beaten Arsenal here by 2-0. Arsenal's renowned defensive capabilities kept them in the game for a very long time tonight. But in the end, an unlucky deflection, or two perhaps, from Steve Bold, from some inspired build-up play between John Barnes and Steve McManaman, was enough to give Liverpool maximum points. Applause from the appreciative Liverpool crowd who've seen their team get off to a winning start yet again here for the 32nd successive year in an opening home match to the season at Anfield. And John Barnes, in his